Ever savored a sweet, juicy piece of fruit, thinking it's the ultimate healthy choice, only to feel unexpectedly tired, dizzy, or just off? Fruits, often praised as nature's candy, brimming with color, flavor, and vital nutrients, can, as we get older, sometimes betray us. They might cause sudden spikes in blood sugar, clash with our medications, or even put unnecessary strain on our kidneys. I'm here to shed light on 8 fruits that seniors might want to approach with caution and, more importantly, suggest some delicious and safe alternatives to help you stay vibrant. Understanding just one of these potential pitfalls could save you from a health scare you never saw coming. Let's dive in, starting with star fruit, the silent kidney threat. With its vibrant yellow color and distinctive star shape, star fruit is often seen as an exotic treat. Many people grab it from grocery store shelves or farmers markets, drawn to its unique appearance and crisp, juicy texture. But hidden beneath its appealing exterior lies a danger that's often overlooked, especially by those over 60. What if I told you this seemingly innocent fruit could be quietly wreaking havoc on your body, specifically targeting your kidneys? As we age, our bodies undergo subtle but significant changes. Our kidneys, acting as the body's filtration system, naturally lose some of their efficiency over time. You might notice a bit more tiredness after a long day, occasional puffiness in your ankles or hands, or perhaps a slight change in your bathroom habits. These symptoms can be easy to dismiss as just part of getting older. But inside, our kidneys might be working harder than ever to remove waste and toxins. For seniors, this gradual decline can go unnoticed until it's too late, setting the stage for a dangerous encounter with star fruit. Truth is, many older adults live with reduced kidney function without even knowing it. Routine checkups may not catch it unless specific tests are requested. For those with even mildly compromised kidneys, star fruit isn't just a risky choice, it's potentially poisonous. The culprit is a naturally occurring neurotoxin called caramboxin, unique to star fruit. In younger, healthier individuals with robust kidney function, caramboxin poses little threat. The kidneys filter it out effortlessly. But for seniors whose kidneys are already strained, this toxin doesn't leave so easily. Instead, it accumulates in the bloodstream, creating a toxic buildup that could silently infiltrate the nervous system. The effects can strike with alarming speed and severity. What begins as mild dizziness or a vague sense of unease can quickly escalate into confusion, nausea, and vomiting. In some cases, people experience muscle tremors or seizures. For the most vulnerable, the consequences can be catastrophic: coma, irreversible neurological damage, or even death. Medical journals have documented cases where just one star fruit or a small glass of its juice triggered life-threatening symptoms in seniors with undiagnosed kidney issues. The danger lies in its unpredictability. You might enjoy star fruit for years without incident, only to cross an invisible threshold as your kidney function declines with age. Consider the story of Maria, a 75-year-old retiree from California. Maria prided herself on her healthy lifestyle filled with morning walks and fresh, home-cooked meals. One day, she discovered star fruit at her local farmer's market, intrigued by its unusual shape and vibrant color. She started adding it to her salads, believing it was a healthy and exotic addition. However, Maria was unaware that she had mild, undiagnosed kidney disease. After a few weeks, she began experiencing strange symptoms, persistent hiccups, insomnia, and an unsettling metallic taste in her mouth. She initially dismissed these as age-related quirks. But one afternoon, she collapsed, experiencing a severe seizure. Doctors discovered that Maria's kidneys were failing and that the caramboxin in star fruit had triggered a neurotoxic reaction. While she recovered, the incident served as a stark warning. The National Kidney Foundation has issued clearer warnings about star fruit for seniors, especially those with kidney concerns. Their research shows that even a small serving can be dangerous for at-risk individuals. Yet, this knowledge often remains obscure. This underscores a critical truth. What nourishes us in our younger years can become a liability as we age. In your 40s or 50s, star fruit might have been a harmless delight, but in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, it's a gamble not worth taking. Fortunately, safer alternatives abound. For those who crave tropical flavors, Asian pears offer a crisp, juicy bite with subtle sweetness. Dragon fruit delivers an exotic flair with its vibrant pink skin and speckled flesh. Even mangoes or papayas, when eaten in moderation, can provide that vacation vibe without endangering your health. The key takeaway here is to understand your body's evolving needs. Your kidneys have served you well for decades. Don't put them at unnecessary risk. When it comes to star fruit, the safest choice is to steer clear entirely. If this information is resonating with you, give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to this kind of content, consider subscribing so you don't miss any future informative videos. Moving on, let's talk about grapes, a potential blood sugar trap. Grapes have long held a cherished spot in our diets, marketed as nature's perfect snack. They're small, sweet, and require no preparation. But for seniors, especially those navigating diabetes, pre-diabetes, or age-related blood sugar sensitivity, these tiny orbs can be a deceptive trap. Aging brings inevitable shifts in how our bodies handle sugar. Metabolism slows, cells become less responsive to insulin, and the pancreas may struggle to keep blood glucose levels stable. For seniors, sudden spikes in glucose aren't just a minor inconvenience. It can accelerate a cascade of health problems, from nerve damage and vision loss to heightened risks of stroke and heart disease. Grapes, despite their innocent reputation, are a surprisingly potent culprit. The high glycemic index means they deliver a rapid surge of glucose into the bloodstream. Unlike fiber-rich fruits like apples or pears, which release sugar gradually, grapes offer little resistance, flooding the system almost instantly. The aftermath is a roller coaster of energy highs and lows. Consider the story of David, a 70-year-old retired accountant. David, always health conscious, decided to cut out sugary desserts and replace them with a daily bowl of grapes. He thought he was making a good choice, opting for natural sweetness over processed sugars. However, after several weeks, David started experiencing unusual symptoms. He felt increasingly thirsty, had blurred vision, and felt frequent urges to urinate. Initially, he attributed these symptoms to aging, but a routine checkup revealed that his blood sugar levels were alarmingly high. His doctor explained that the large amounts of sugar in the grapes were causing significant spikes in his blood sugar, which, over time, could lead to serious health complications. David's experience highlights a common misconception, the belief that all fruits are inherently healthy regardless of quantity. But blood sugar isn't the only hazard grapes pose for older adults. They are also a surprising choking risk. As we age, the swallowing reflex weakens, saliva production diminishes, and muscle coordination declines. Grapes, with their smooth, slippery skins and firm, round shape, are perfectly sized to lodge in the windpipe. So, does this mean fruit is off the table? Not at all. Safer options can satisfy that craving without the peril. Blueberries and raspberries, for instance, offer similar sweet tart bursts but with lower sugar, higher fiber, and a softer texture. If grapes are a must, take precautions. Cut them into quarters to reduce choking risks and limit yourself to a small handful. Pair them with a protein like cheese or nuts to slow the sugar rush. The goal isn't deprivation, it's empowerment through informed choices. Aging gracefully means adapting to your body's new realities, not clinging to habits that no longer serve you. Grapes may be a classic, but for seniors, they're a treat best enjoyed sparingly, if at all. Next, let's discuss oranges, a potential acid reflux trigger. Oranges have long held a cherished place in the world of nutrition, often touted as a natural booster for the immune system. For countless seniors, the day begins with the ritual of squeezing fresh orange juice or peeling a juicy orange. Yet, beneath this wholesome reputation lies a hidden downside. Oranges, despite their nutritional accolades, can silently wreak havoc on aging bodies, contributing to digestive woes, dental damage, and even medication mishaps. As we grow older, the digestive system becomes more delicate. One key player is the lower esophageal sphincter, a muscular valve that sits between the stomach and the esophagus. With age, this valve weakens, allowing stomach acid to creep back up into the esophagus. This backflow, known as acid reflux, brings a burning in the chest, a tightness in the throat, or a sour taste in the mouth. Oranges, with a naturally high acidity, act like an unwitting accomplice in this process. For some, the consequences go beyond a fleeting ache. Nighttime reflux can jolt people awake with a searing throat or a persistent cough. Over months or years, this repeated exposure to acid can erode the delicate lining of the esophagus, potentially leading to complications. Consider the story of Emily, a 69-year-old retired librarian. For years, she enjoyed a glass of orange juice with breakfast, believing it was a healthy way to start her day. However, over time, she began experiencing frequent heartburn, especially after meals. She tried various over-the-counter remedies, but nothing seemed to provide lasting relief. A visit to her doctor revealed that the acidity of the orange juice was exacerbating her acid reflux. He recommended that she reduce her citrus intake, and Emily noticed a significant improvement in her symptoms. The trouble with oranges doesn't stop at digestion. Their acidity poses a stealthy threat to the teeth. Aging naturally thins tooth enamel, the hard protective outer layer that shields against wear and tear. Once this barrier weakens, it's far less equipped to withstand acidic assaults. Oranges, whether eaten whole or sipped as juice, bathe the teeth in citric acid, gradually eroding enamel and leaving them prone to sensitivity, yellowing, and cavities. Then there's the issue of medication interference. Oranges and their juice can interact with more than 50 commonly prescribed drugs, disrupting their absorption and either diminishing their potency or amplifying the side effects. So, what's the alternative? Fortunately, vitamin C isn't exclusive to citrus. Red bell peppers, with their mild flavor and crunchy texture, deliver even more vitamin C than oranges without the acidic punch. Kiwi offers a sweet tart option that's gentler on the stomach and teeth. If giving up oranges feels impossible, small tweaks can help. Avoid eating them on an empty stomach, dilute juice with water, and time consumption well away from medication doses. These adjustments aren't about deprivation, they're about preserving digestive peace, dental integrity, and overall wellness. Let's move on to avocados, the hidden fat bomb. Avocados have risen to superstar status in recent years, crowned as a darling of the health food world. Seniors see them as a guilt-free indulgence, packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. But for all their virtues, avocados harbour a less discussed side that can catch seniors off guard. When eaten in excess, they can contribute to weight gain, disrupt critical medications, and even spark allergic reactions. Aging brings a slow metabolism, a reality that shifts how our bodies handle calories. While undeniably nutritious, avocados pack a surprising caloric punch. A single medium avocado clocks in at around 240 calories. For some seniors with lower energy need, it's easy to see how a daily habit of avocado toast could add up. Those extra calories accumulate, leading to gradual weight gain that strains aging joints and burdens the cardiovascular system. Consider the story of Helen, a 72-year-old retired teacher. After reading about the health benefits of avocados, she started incorporating them into her daily diet. She added them to her salads, made guacamole, and even spread them on her toast. However, after a few months, she noticed that she was gaining weight and that her clothes were fitting tighter. She realized that she hadn't adjusted her overall calorie intake to account for the added calories from the avocados. She scaled back her intake and the weight gain stopped. Beyond calories, avocados pose another risk tied to their nutrient profile. They are rich in vitamin K, a nutrient essential for blood clotting but one that can spell trouble for seniors on blood thinners like warfarin. There's also a lesser-known quirk. Avocados contain a protein similar to latex, a compound that can trigger reactions in people with latex fruit syndrome. The good news is healthy fats don't have to come with these pitfalls. A drizzle of olive oil on vegetables or a small handful of almonds or walnuts delivers similar benefits without the calorie density or medication risks. Moderation is key. If avocados remain a favorite, capping them at a quarter or half per serving a few times a week can keep the perks in reach while sidestepping the downsides. Next up, watermelon, the fluid balance disruptor. Watermelon is practically synonymous with summer, embodying refreshment and nostalgia. For seniors, it's often seen as a double win, a delicious way to stay cool and a natural source of hydration. But for older adults, this beloved treat can quietly destabilize the body's delicate equilibrium, throwing off fluid levels and blood sugar. Watermelon is over 90% water, which might trick you into thinking it's low in calories or harmless to blood sugar. Yet hidden within that hydrating facade is a hefty dose of natural sugars, and it boasts a high glycemic index. For seniors managing diabetes, prediabetes, or age-related insulin resistance, the sudden surges can leave you dizzy and disoriented and over time, chip away at your health. Watermelon's high water content, combined with its natural potassium, can also throw off the body's fluid balance, a risk that looms larger for seniors with heart disease, high blood pressure, or weakened kidneys. Too much fluid too quickly, especially from a potassium-rich source like watermelon, can overwhelm an aging system. Consider the story of George, a 78-year-old retiree with a history of heart problems. He was advised by his doctor to stay hydrated, so he started consuming large quantities of watermelon during the summer months. However, he began experiencing shortness of breath and swelling in his ankles. A visit to his doctor revealed that the excessive fluid intake from the watermelon was exacerbating his heart condition. He was advised to limit his fluid intake, including watermelon, and his symptoms improved. So, what's the alternative? You don't have to abandon refreshing flavors altogether. Cucumber slices infused in water deliver hydration with a crisp, clean taste, minus the sugar or potassium overload. Frozen berries offer a chilled, sweet treat that's gentler on blood sugar and rich in fiber. If watermelon is still calling your name, keep it small and enjoy it early in the day alongside a balancing snack. Let's talk about papaya, the medication interferer. Papaya has earned a glowing reputation as a tropical superfood, especially among seniors looking to soothe their stomachs. Yet beneath this wholesome image lurks a less savoury truth. Papaya can meddle with critical medications, spark allergic reactions, and for some, turn digestion from bad to worse. The biggest red flag is papaya's interference with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. Papain, an enzyme in papaya, can amplify the effects of anticoagulants, thinning the blood beyond what's safe. The result is a heightened risk of internal bleeding or spontaneous bruising. It's not just blood thinners either. Papaya can mess with diabetes medications, leading to unpredictable blood sugar swings. Then there's the digestive irony. While papain helps some, it can irritate others, especially those with sensitive stomachs or conditions like IBS. For safer digestion boosts, plain yogurt delivers probiotics to calm the gut. Ginger tea soothes without meddling in your meds or poking at allergies. If this content is giving you food for thought, give this video a like to let us know. Subscribing means you'll never miss out on future content. Moving on, bananas, the potassium overload risk. Bananas have earned a near mythical status as the quintessential fruit, portable, naturally sweet, and gentle on the stomach. Yet beneath this unassuming exterior lies a potential hazard that many older adults overlook. For those with aging kidneys, heart conditions, or blood pressure challenges, bananas can transform from a dietary ally into a ticking time bomb, delivering a potassium payload that the body struggles to handle. As we age, the kidneys begin to lose their edge, reducing their ability to sift excess potassium from the bloodstream. For seniors with undiagnosed or mild kidney disease, this slowdown spells trouble. Bananas pack a lot of potassium and can push levels beyond what the body can manage. When potassium builds up, a condition called hyperkalemia sets in, and the consequences can range from unsettling to life-threatening. For a gentler alternative, berries offer sweetness and antioxidants with a fraction of the potassium and a slower sugar release, craving that creamy, comforting texture. A baked sweet potato provides sustained energy without overloading the system. Small changes like these will help your body. Finally, let's discuss pineapple, the digestive disruptor. Pineapple evokes images of sun-soaked beaches and cafe indulgence. But as appealing as pineapple may be, it harbors a double-edged nature that can catch older adults off guard. Its intense acidity and potent enzymes can turn this golden fruit from a digestive friend into foe, triggering acid reflux, stomach irritation, and even medication conflict. The trouble starts with pineapple's pH, which ranks it among the most acidic fruits. Aging weakens the body's defenses against acid reflux, so pineapple's sharp acidity pours fuel on this fire. Then there's bromelain, pineapple's signature enzyme, often hailed as a digestive superhero. In practice, it's a wild card for seniors with sensitive stomachs. The complications don't end there. Bromelain has blood-thinning properties, which can clash with medications. For diabetics, pineapple's allure comes with another catch. Its high sugar content can jolt blood glucose levels upward. Safer tropical swaps exist. Mango, with its milder profile, or cantaloupe with lower acidity, deliver that sunny sweetness without the sting. This isn't about swearing off pineapple forever, it's about tuning into how it lands in an aging body. So, there you have it, 8 fruits that might seem harmless but could be quietly impacting your health as you age, and some delicious, safer swaps to keep you feeling your best. Aging well isn't about giving up what you love, it's about making smarter choices that support your body's changing needs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends.